Hello students, welcome to 6th episode of Pair of Linear Equation in Two Variable. In the previous episode, we finished the word problem of age and fraction. Now in this episode, you will learn how to do the word problem that is related with the digits problem and time, speed and distance related problems. So let's start the lecture. So digit problem. So how do we do the digit problem and how will you recognize in question paper that related with the digit problem? Definitely the word digit will come. That is the one way you can recognize that. But here it is asked about the number. Okay, the sum of a two-digit number. So you know that how can we make the two-digit number? You have read the number system. So number system, the two-digit number that includes unit place and tens place. Okay, so to form a two-digit number, we need two things, two digits. Okay, so let the units place digits of a number, unit place digit is x. Unit place digit of a number is x and tens place of a tens place digit of a number is y. Okay, if unit place digit be x and tens place digit of a number is y, then what is a number? If the unit place digit is x and tens place is y, I am just giving you one example. If I say unit place is 3, and tens place is suppose 4, then what is a number? Then how will you do? First you write the unit place and then you write the tens place. So that is the number. 43 is a number. And if I just want to split this, so you will tell that 4 into 10 plus 3 will be a number. So what will you do to find the number? Here is your tens place, here is your unit place, and in my question this is my tens place, this is my unit place. So what should I write? 10y plus x. This is a number. Okay, now it is said whether it is they are telling in the question or not, you just find the reversed number, because sometimes reversed or interchanged number. Reversed number means if you reverse the digit, unit place or tens place, the reverse number for 43 will be 34. Same way here, if you need to find the reversed number, that will be 10x plus y. I have just reversed the digit. Units place becomes tens place becomes unit place. So these four things are required in these type of question. So if you want to make a command on the digit problem, just try to memorize these four sentences before starting the question. Then after what is said in the question, what they ask, just you have to go accordingly. So the sum of the two-digit number, they said the sum of the two-digit number, this is two-digit number and number obtained by and the number obtained by reversing the digit. Means they said the sum of these two, okay, is 121. So this plus this is 121. Now what will you do? Here if you simplify 11x plus 11y 121, I can divide this whole equation by 11. Okay, so this is your first equation. Now and the difference and the two digits differ by 3. If you consider x is greater than y, then x minus y will be how much? 3. Okay, now you got the two equations. Just solve for x and y. After solving x and y, you have to put the value of xy in number. Don't forget to do this step, otherwise you lose marks, because they were asked find the numbers. So you just have to put the value of x and y, means you have to find the number, the reverse number. You here it is not asked to find the value of x and y. You need not to find the tens place or unit place. They definitely, to find the number you have to find those unit place and tens place, but here it is asked to find the number. So if you got the unit place and tens place, just substitute here to find the number. So if you solve, because it is here I am going to solve this also, otherwise you can solve it by your own. So it is very simple to solve. Okay, so here you got how much? 14. So x will be your 7, right? If x is 7, then y will be 4. If I substitute here in this, so I got the number will be 10y plus x. 10y, okay, plus x. So that is 47 is the number, and the reverse number will be 74. Take one more question from the digit problem. Here also, first we write, let unit digit be x, tens digit be y. Then number will be 10y plus x. Same as we did in the previous question, and reversed or interchange number will be 10x plus y. Now what they said, the sum of the two digit number and the number formed by interchanging the digit is 110, means 10y plus x plus 10x plus y is equals to 1110. Now if you just simplify, you will get 11x, 11y is equals to 110. If you divide by 11, you will get this. Okay, so that is your first equation. Now what is the second condition? If 10 is subtracted from the first number, so this is your first number. So they asked, if 10 is subtracted from first number, the new number is 4 more than 5 times the sum of the digit in the 5 times the sum of the digits in the first number. The new number is 4 more than 5 times the sum of the digits, 4 more than 5 times the sum of the digit in the first number. Okay, so if you just simplify, what you get? 5x plus 5y plus 4. After transposing this, you will get minus 4x plus 5y is equals to 14. Okay, so this is the second equation. This is your first equation. If you solve these two equations, you will get x as 4 and y as 6. Therefore, your required first number will be 64. That you can solve by elimination or substitution method. So, here is a question, again the digit problem. So, what you do? Let unit digit x, tens digit y, then your number will be, yes, 10y plus x, and reverse number will be 10x plus y. Now, what is asked in the question? The 2-digit number is obtained. The 2-digit number is obtained either by multiplying the digit, sum of the digit by 8, and adding 1. Here I am considering that y is greater than x. You can do it by x is greater than y, but your answer, your thing, means your value x and y should not be in fraction. So if you considering x is greater than y, maybe that you will get the x and y in fraction. That's why I am considering here y is greater than x. So the number is obtained by multiplying the difference of the digits. Since y is greater than x, so here I am multiplying the difference of the digit by 13. I should write y minus x, not x minus y, and adding 2, then I will get. So you just simplify these two, you will get two equations and just solve for x and y. So you will get the two values of x, you can substitute here, so you will get the number. So how will you simplify these two equation? It is 8x plus 8y plus 1. So here 10y plus x minus 8x minus 8y is equals to 1. Here I write minus 7x, right, plus minus 7x plus 2y is equals to 1. Okay, this is the first equation. Here if you solve this second equation, 10y plus x is equals to 13y minus 13x plus 2. So it is 10y plus x minus 13y plus 13x is equals to 2. So here you got 14x, right? This is 14x minus 3y is equals to 2. Here is your second equation and this is your first equation. Solve these two equations either by elimination or substitution method. Then you will get here the value of x is 1 and y will be 4. Therefore, your required number will be 41. Now we'll do speed, distance and time related word problems. So here I am going to take three different type of problem that is related with speed, distance and time. Here I am, out of that three I am taking this question, that is the upstream or downstream question. So here before doing this question you should know some basics regarding upstreams and downstream. So what is upstream and what is downstream? Here the 3 or 4 speeds are there, the upstream, downstream, speed of the boat in still water and speed of the stream. So speed of the boat in still water, what do you mean by that? Suppose this is your water and boat is there, okay. Now boat is going in this direction in still water. Boat is going in this direction in still water, then boat will go with own speed. Here we just consider that there is no stream or the that is water is still, okay. Now the speed is moving with own speed. If the stream starts moving, this stream starts moving in opposite, boat is going in this direction, now the stream or river starts flowing, the flow in it's the opposite direction, stream of the water flows in opposite direction, then the boat goes up slightly and it is called upstream. Means if the direction of stream is against the boat. So here in this case the net velocity of the boat slightly get decreased. So if the boat speed is x, stream speed is y, then in upstream means against the stream. You can just go through this thing as that way also. Upstream means against the stream. So in upstream, if the boat speed is x, stream speed is y, so upstream the net velocity or net speed will be x minus y. That will happen in upstream. The stream comes in opposite direction of that of boat. But what happen in downstream? If the boat is coming in this direction and the stream is also flowing in this direction, same direction, then the speed of your boat will increase slightly. So that will be downstream, means same boat will go same direction of the stream along with the stream. Boat go opposite to stream, upstream. Boat go again, boat go with the stream, that is downstream. So these things are the basic that you should know before solving these questions. Stream, boat, speed of the boat, upstream, downstream. Okay. So here, what will you write first? Let speed of boat in still water. Still water means there is no speed of stream. Okay, still water is x kilometer per hour and speed of stream in water. Speed of stream is y kilometer per hour. Means now speed in upstream. Speed of upstream will be, upstream means against. They are against. The speed slightly decrease. Speed downstream against same direction. When stream moves same direction of boat. Here the stream moves opposite direction of boat. Downstream. That is this. So these are the 4 sentences, 4 things that you need to memorize before doing the upstream downstream question. Here I am going to take only one question from regarding upstream downstream only, but you need to practice more on the same topic. Now what is asked? 32 kilometer upstream. Speed in upstream is x minus y. Okay, and the boat goes 32 kilometer upstream and 36 kilometer downstream in 7 hours. We know the time is equals to distance upon speed. We can apply this formula. Distance in upstream 32. Distance in upstream 32 and speed in upstream is x minus y plus distance cover in downstream 36, speed of the downstream x plus y, and they both together covers in 7 hours. Okay, means a boat cover this in upstream, this is downstream in 7 hours. Next says it covers 40 kilometer upstream. 40 upstream, that is the time, because that is the speed of upstream, 40 kilometer upstream. 48 downstream, that covers in how much? 9 hours. Now you have 2 equations and you have to solve these 2 equations. The equation for x and y. These type of question we did in our previous episode. How can we do this question? If you don't know how to solve this, you can go for that episode also. I think 3rd or 4th episode we did these type of question. So how do we do this question? By taking x minus y as m and x plus y as n, because these are similar things. Okay, 1 by x minus y is common to both and 1 upon x plus y is common to both. If I consider this, then I get 36m, 32m, 36n and 40m, 48n is equals to 9. Now you just solve for m and n by elimination, substitution, up to you. Just solve this and substitute here. Then you will get another 2 equation. Then you solve that 2 equation also. You will get the value of x and y. So I am just writing the answer directly, that you can cross check after finding the value of mn and xy whether you are correct or not. That's why I am here giving you the final answer. So you just have to solve this. So here is another speed, distance, time problem with different wording. So it says a man travels 370 kilometer partly by train and partly by car. If he covers 250 kilometers by train and rest by car, it takes him 4 hours. So what did they say? If he covers 250 kilometers by train. So if I just write, let speed of train be x kilometer per hour and speed of car be y kilometer per hour, then it covers 250 kilometers by train. So time will be distance upon speed. So distance upon speed, that is the time taken by car. And rest by car. Rest by car means the total distance given is 370. Total distance given is 370. So if a person covers a total distance of 370, 250 by train, then rest by car, how much is the left? 120 kilometer is left. That is by car. So that is the time taken by car. Distance upon speed. So that is the total distance, total time taken in his journey. That is equals to how much? 4 hours. That is the first equation. Now, if he travels 130 kilometer by train, 130 kilometer by train. So that is the time taken by his journey through train, and rest by car. If he travel 130 kilometer then he has to take cover 240 kilometer by car, because that total distance should be 370. So he first says 250 by train, then he has to go 120 for car, because total journey, total distance, this plus this should be 370. Distance upon speed, that is the time. Time taken by train, time taken by car. Time taken by train, then time taken by car. Then it says he takes 18 minutes longer, means it takes 18 minutes longer, means 18 hours, 4 hours 18 minutes. Okay, how can you write this 4 hours 18 minutes? Yes, you can write this like this way. 18 minutes you have to write like this way, because you have to convert the whole thing in hour. Now this becomes your how much? If you cancel this, so this will be 40 plus 3. If you just solve this mixed fraction, you will get, you can cancel out these two. 3 by 10, 3 by 10, 10 into 4 is 40 plus 3, 43 by 10. Now you have these two equations, you can solve these two equations. How will you solve these two equations? By considering 1 by x as m, 1 by y as m. Then you can solve for x and y. So after solving, you will get the value of x as 100 and y will be 80. So that you can solve by putting like 1 by x by m, 1 by y as n, and then you can substitute here, and then you can solve the question by elimination substitution. Then after solving, you got this, you will get this final answer. Okay. So here is question. Point A and B 90 kilometer apart from each other on a highway. Point A and B 90 kilometer apart. Okay. A car starts from A, another from B. A car starts from A and another starts from B. Okay, a car here starts from A and another car starts from B. This is a car. Okay, car starts from B. We don't know the direction here, because here I have considered the car can go either on this direction or in this direction. This car also can go in this direction or that direction. So they have given if they go in the same direction. If they go in same direction, meaning they are going, car A going in this direction and car B also going in this direction. So they are going in same direction, they meet in 9 hours. Okay. So if both are going in same direction, so how can we find the their how can we do this? Let speed of car A car starting from A, okay, starting from A is x kilometer per hour and speed of car starting from B is y kilometer per hour. If the speed of the car that starts from A is x kilometer per hour and B is y kilometer per hour, so if they go in same direction, so if they go in same direction, we can say that the distance covered by this car and the distance covered difference of the distance covered by these two cars is 90 kilometer, because that cars covers an extra distance of 90 kilometer. So what is the distance covered by this car? Distance, we know that distance is equals to speed multiplied time. So what is the distance covered by car A? The distance covered by car A is the time taken when they meet is 9 hours. So 9x and minus 9y, that the difference between their distance means 9x is the distance covered by car A in 9 hours and 9y is the distance covered by the car B in the 9 hours. What is their difference in their distance? When they meet, they are meeting in 9 hours. So the difference of their distance is 9 hours. So x minus y is here 10 kilometer. Here you just have to think one thing, that in upstream downstream in the same direction we added, okay, the speed added. Here just we are doing the distance. If we want to find the distance between them, if they are going to the same direction and they are meeting, we have to subtract their distances, then we get the difference between distance between them. So if they go in opposite direction, how much distance they cover? They meet in 9 by 7 hours, means if they go in opposite direction, means one car go in this way, other car go in this way. So what is the distance covered by them? They meet in 9 by 7 hours, na? Then what is the total distance covered? The distance covered by car starts from A is how much? 9 by 7 hours, 9 by 7 into x, because they meet, they cover, they took time 9 by 7 hours. So 9 by 7 into x plus the distance covered by car B is 9 by 7 into y, that is equals to how much? The total distance. Now if you divide this equation by 9, then you will get 1x by 7 plus y by 7 is equals to 10, or x plus y is equals to 70. Now you can solve these two equations very easily. Okay, x minus y is equals to 10. So you will solve. This will be your 80. So x will be 40. If x is 40, then y is 30. So you will get the speed of two cars as 30 kilometer per hour and 40 kilometer per hour. So this is the important step that you just have to think. What I did, why I have subtracted here and I put an addition sign for there. Because if they go in opposite direction, this is the car A, this is the car B, okay, so when they will meet in 9 hours, so the distance between them is what? That is the extra distance, that the distance covered, extra distance covered by the car. So difference between their distances is only 90 kilometer. Here if they go in opposite direction, the total distance covered is what? This distance is covered by the car A, this distance is covered by the car B, and if I add it, I get this, the total 90 kilometer. So here we finish two different types of word problem, that is speed, distance, time problem and the digit related problem. In the next episode, you will learn some more important different type of word problem. So keep practicing.